Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Enter the Gungeon mod, the Gungeon Rainbow Run Day. Monday, probably Sunday. Monday, Sunday. I don't know. It was supposed to come out on Sunday, but I think it might be Monday. Hello. Don't worry about it. Rainbow Run Day, one day. It's a Rainbow Run Day, one of the days. Gunslinging, hash slinging slasher. In we go. What do we got? We're definitely not picking the one bullet. This is an active that reloads the current floor, lets the player keep all the items and consumables they got from it for the first time around as well. See, you would think this would be, like, pretty darn good. Well, first things first, let's do that. Like, we could go through the floor, we could get the one item from the boss. It's like, it's a lot less. The fact that it sends us back to the beginning where we can get another rainbow chest. The best thing we can really get is money and, like, armor and an HP drop from the boss. I don't really care. Replaces all projectiles from the player's gun with fireballs. Wait. Replaces all projectiles from the player's gun with fireballs that deal 20% more damage. Pierce once and ignore the fire damage immunities. Doesn't affect infinite ammo guns. The prize pistol hyperlate blast still. Guns that aren't affected still gain piercing. I mean, that seems really cool. Obviously, it's irrelevant right now, aside from the fact that, like, nice piercing. But wow. That seems really interesting. I mean, if we could get, obviously, like a, holy moly. I guess maybe, do we do 20% extra damage with this? Because it's not a damage up. It specifically said not a 20% damage up. It said bullets from those guns do an extra 20%. So I'm thinking that if it doesn't turn it into a fireball, it's not going to do that damage. It's interesting. Probably, if I were to take a guess, here's a champion, I believe. I still don't know what the hell that son of a gun does. The yellow one especially. The green champion leaves a green, well, hello. Green pool of poison. Green pool of poison as opposed to what other color poison, I'm not sure. But then there's also, I believe there is a blue one that leaves like an electric pool. I mean, I don't think I've seen, maybe there is a red one. Here's the thing about the red one. It would look just like a jammed enemy though. I'm out. I ain't got time for your games. I don't care about your consumables. But I gotta say, even just getting, like, this piercing here is really nice. It kind of feels like we have a damage up, too, if I'm gonna be real. 50 piece! Yo! That's great! Yowza wowza. That is really, really good. But it kind of feels like we have a 20% damage up, even though it says... I think I might have read it weird. But anyway, I mean, cool item. What is the ideal to get? The bullet does 20% more damage, pierces, and was there something else? I think that might have been it. Double check. Oh. Junkin's Revenge? What the hell? The jammed? I'm very interested in whatever the heck all that is. Okay. That fireballs that deal 20% more damage, pierce, and ignore fire damage immunity. Okay. That's the thing I was forgetting. Dragon Roar, Dragon Skull now creates green fireballs instead. Okay, and it tells you it's from, Unstable Strafe. Good deal. Sells items. All right. Well, I wonder what that synergy is. I would imagine if I were to take a wild stab, it would probably be... Okay, so what is this? Yeah, what is the deal? Like, are they just different colors? Like, he seems the same. What's going on? If I were to take a stab at the dark, I'd say it'd probably be the Dragon Fire, I would guess, would be what we would need to get that synergy. It doesn't say, but, I mean, it's Dragon's gun right there. What do? He dropped money. I don't know if he's guaranteed to drop money. Because, like, a lot of these enemies drop the money. This one's red, so this one's... You drop a fire pool, right? You do indeed. Okay. So that seems like that's just a part of the Frost and Gunfire mod pack. I don't know. It seems like it's it's like a take on the Binding of Isaac ones, but I guess I'm not noticing a difference in a lot of them. This one obviously does a pool. It's just straight up a pool of water. It's not even an electric pool of water. It's just leaves a little pool there, huh? The fire one is the only one that's kind of like, I don't know if they're necessarily supposed to be a challenge or if they're supposed to be able to be utilized, you know? Because the pool of water, I don't know, it's pretty niche that it's actually usable as a weapon. I don't know. I think maybe it'd be neat if I think that there's one champion that I've seen. Oh, that was close. One style of champion that does make them like a little bit bigger. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see that kind of thing. Though, like I said, I don't know if the idea is that they're supposed to be like Binding of Isaac style champions, but if so, I think there's a lot of really cool things you could do with them. I think that there's a lot of really cool things you could do with them. I know you can even modify their attack patterns and such, which would be, boy, that'd be like extra credit work. And I'm not going to claim to know that it's even possible to do it that way, but like to make it so only ones that have that specific shrine effect. But I mean, that would be really a very cool thing to do, like, or even make it just so, like, I don't know, maybe that one of the champions has a slower attack pattern or something. I mean, I say this now, and I know full well that the second something like that happened, I'd be like, it would show up. We'd get one that has like a faster attack pattern or a slightly different attack pattern, and they're jammed and they stack on each other, and I have egg on my face, and I'm like, oh my goodness, son of a gun. Okay. What was the? Oh, it was the master. We're out of here. We're out of here. Yes, I know we could do the secret floor and everything, but your boy's on a timer. I'm batch recording before I go on vacation and don't have internet for a few days. Hopefully this video made it live. Hopefully you're seeing this. Watch, there's gonna be a massive issue with uploading, and I won't even know for the weekend I'm gone. I'm gonna start the video with, it's either Sunday or Monday. It comes out on like a Thursday, like comes out on a Thursday, and boy, that's gonna be something. Shooting out fireballs. I'll admit I'm curious how this would work. Also, it does have the synergy. We would get all these, makes gunshot bounce, chicken arise, chance to transmogrify, frost and gunfire. We don't get that synergy, apparently. Dungeon Wizardry School. Oh, I'm so curious. I don't know if this even works. Here, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do the laser rifle because I want to know. I'll pick laser rifle if it works. All right. I mean, this is pretty cool too, but it's pretty cool too. But you know, I have to. Like, I just wanted to see if it even worked. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is such a cool item. This is such a cool item. It just straight up actually, what the hell? What? I got a junk gave me a synergy? With wooden Guanstone. I don't have wooden Guanstone, though, but okay. Stow range. So these don't bounce off the wall. Here's the thing. I think they normally bounce off the wall, don't they? Yeah, so they lose a little bit of an effect, but they do 20% more damage. I don't know. And I feel like if the bullet does 20% more damage, I would imagine that applies after our 1.8 damage multiplier that we already have. Right? I mean, does that even matter? Math is tough. Don't do math on YouTube, kids. Not even once. Boink. It'd be cool if this one did, you know what would be interesting? Oh, you know what would be interesting? This is an interesting thing, but a lot of work. Oh my god, this is a lot of work. I shouldn't even bother. Also, speaking of shouldn't even bother, I shouldn't bother doing that because we can't get an item on rainbow mode. What if there was a passive that changed every starter gun? Like it took your starter gun that you have and it upgraded it into like just a much better version. Like one that was actually quite usable. Like it literally took like it would take this slinger and turn it into, you know, the Slinger EX or whatever the heck, you know. An upgraded version. I think that'd be kind of a neat, potentially very flavorful item. I could see somebody having a lot of fun with that. We got a couple junk already. Okay. I would love to get just things that would help me out with any potential ammo issues at this point. Whoop. Always a fun room because it's like there's no real danger there as long as you're holding down the down button or up button depending on the direction you are moving. But yeah, I think that'd be really neat. It might, depending on how like in depth you'd want to make each individual weapon. You know, like if you wanted, because obviously the coolest would be if they all had their own individual theme. This is, we're gonna get yoinked. They were out of sync. There's nothing I could do, dude. Okay, so he doesn't even look like that one dropped money. So I don't even know. But yeah, it depends how much work you'd want to put into it. If you wanted to do an individual gun for each one, that would be like a lot of work. Unless you literally just no, because the gunslinger doesn't even have an upgraded one. And obviously then, you know, wouldn't be as good for custom characters, but I feel like you could just give them a random one. You could just do a check. Just do a check to see, do they have any of these guns? If they have any of these guns, upgrade them. You know? And then you could even have a synergy with that that one item that gives you the... Why'd I do it? That gives you the bonus starter equipment from a different character that you aren't. There's just all kinds of fun things you could do with that, thematically, I think. Whoop. A lot of the suggestions I've given, it seems like people have started to make. I know that there's ideas out there that I've had that have been made into items that I have not picked up. And the funny thing is, it's gonna take so long for me to eventually pick those up that I'm gonna forget that it was my idea when I picked it up. And watch, I'm gonna hate it when I get it in practice. That being said, totally love the DDR item. Still love the DDR item. Lich Slayer, gotta love it. Although it's more of like just a, you know, as like a meme idea, you know. I gotta love it. But there's all kinds of things. I gotta write down the ideas so that I can just take an afternoon or 5 or 12 to you know, just learn how the basic Mod the Gungeon stuff works. I know how to code, so it's like to an extent, so it's not really like it's big deal. I believe Unstable Strafe informed me of nerfs on, yeah, Ammoconda got nerfed. Look at, in a super logical way that I've always said, which is lower HP on those, on the little nubs. That's it. That's all I've ever said. I know that the boss doesn't need a nerf. Like, I don't think any of the bosses in Gungeon need a nerf, but like, what I've always said is, on this boss, to make it more like logical, I would like lower the HP of this, and the thing I always said that was sacrilege is lower the HP of these so you can logically target them down, so there's actually like a counterplay to that idea, but then increase the HP of the Ammoconda himself. It's always been my opinion. I don't know if Unstable Strafe... I don't think there was a buff to the HP of the ammo content. I think it was just a nerf to the nibs. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I like that idea because that's something I've been talking about for years. Because the reason I think that ammo conda is annoying to fight is because there's clearly a strategy that they wanted you to think of. Like, they wanted you to consider hitting the things on the side. Magic Vulture Feather, what was that? We can get items. Cyberkinetic Super Battery, that's new, whatever it is. I mean... Alright, I'm going to give it to myself to see what it is. Whether or not... And then we'll decide whether or not we want it. Charges when the player is moving and shocks nearby enemies when charged. Contains mini sprint inside, capable of creating... One 2,000... This is not a real number. It's 12. I mean, it's just 12,000, but with the comma in the wrong spot, I guess. So it's 12,000 volts per second with only a little help. Okay, we could go for that. Otherwise, there's no good reason for that. This would be trash because it'd only shoot the one shot. This is the one that gives us the items here. I mean, first of all, let's ditch that. I wanted to know what the modded item is. Vulture Feather. Oh gosh. New item. New item. Ooh. Oh, it looks neat. Oh, I'm really glad I did it. Oh, I'm really glad. That's so cool. The visual on that is very neat. Ooh. Very neat. Very, very cool. Love it. Love it. And I'm pretty much always moving, so. Okay, but not when you dodge. Okay. Not when you dodge, though. I mean, it's pretty darn good, but, like, I don't know. I think it's... Oh my god. Let me check. What tier is it? I think it might be pretty darn well balanced. A tier? An A tier passive that it's hard. You know, oh my god, I didn't process that there was going to be one there. Okay. It's interesting. Let's see. How long does it take to kill just one? I mean, I think there's stronger passives in the base game. I think there's stronger A tier passives in the base game. Hell, I think there's stronger passives that you can find in D tier. I think it's well balanced. I think it's a fun but strong item. Strong but not so strong that it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You have to change up your gameplay a little bit, which is always like. I'm always a fan of that. Like, if you change up your gameplay a little bit while not, but not in a way that strips away variety, aka like a metronome. I like that. I like that style. And yeah, it makes me less likely to want to dodge. I don't know. I like it. Really fun. Good item. Good item. I like it. Good item. I like it. Who is this? It's not in there. I think this is, I shouldn't say, but I think it's part of Prismatism. Or, oh god, I don't know. See, that's why I need to get the dang, some bonus text packs up. Like, I don't think they're up. But yeah, I think you know, people who have these packs want to potentially work with the creator of the item tips mod. If they are up to get them uploaded on the mod workshop page for the item tips mod, that'd be slick. I don't even need this key. It's not even worth going near a bullet to pick up the key, because there's no point in having it. I'm really digging these, the 2 items I've got today that are new. I'm like really digging them. Whoop, whoop, that. Pop and lock them. RGG, that was another one. But yeah. All right. Yep. But that I still like the idea. We've just never gotten a good one. I still like the idea. It just hasn't worked out for us. God, this is so cool. I wonder if there's any passive item that maybe makes it so your bullets do a flat amount of damage. That would be an interesting one to play around with. Like, your bullet always does X damage. It's literally, like, of course I say that on purpose because because that would be really fun to find a game break with. Like, could you imagine if each of these shots did a flat amount of damage that was, like, I don't know, up there. Not up there, rather. Like, it wouldn't even have to be high. If it did, you know, like as much as I don't have any blanks. I was trying to cheese. I mean, you can tell. I was trying to get the laser to lock on to the cannonball rod, even though he was gone. Because it was actually doing a little bit of damage. But, like, because, you know, I think, like, make it so every single bullet does. I don't know what a normal amount of damage for a bullet to do in this game is, but say the average bullet does 5. You know, make it so every single bullet in the game does 5. That could be a weird, goofy item. Like, I don't know. It wouldn't be an item you'd see in, like, the base game. I know that for sure. But it could be fun to see. For, like, game break potential. What this? Chaos Chamber, Mimigun, Handgun, Maiden Plating, lowercase r, of course. Mimigun, is it different than the Mimic gun that you get? What? Polarizing Guanzo is actually, like, really good. Let's do some learning. What is the Chaos Chamber? Legendary chamber of a gun that was made on accident. Legends say while the gun was hidden, the chamber escaped. Taking it out lets it whisper an ancient secrets long enough for you to physically change. What? I'll admit I'm curious. Made on accident, forged with concepts of reality, accidentally added to a custom design revolver. The gun was hidden, the chamber escaped. Taking it out lets it whisper ancient secrets long enough for you to... I don't know. And then what's... I mean... I love the handgun idea. Okay, I love it with the fireball, too. Okay, I mean, I feel like I have to, right? I feel like I kind of have to, but I do want to see Mimigun as well. I mean, does it just do the Pac-Man shot? I imagine it is just like the other one. I mean, you know what? I mean, we're just trying to have fun. We're just trying to have fun. Utter garbage. Shoots 4 lead maiden projectiles upon taking damage. Now you can be the Kane Ruiner. That is such a good copy paste. Oop. Copy pasta. Ooh. This is a fun one. I just want to see what all this stuff does. I'm Because I'm confused by it. Does this turn every shot into a jammed bullet like the normal mimic gun? Maybe it's the same except for that aspect. It sure is not jamming the bullets. And it's doing pretty okay damage. Long enough to physically change. Yeah, I'll admit, I have no idea what the hell that's going on about. I love the handgun. I think it is good. I am shocked that I am absolutely shocked that there is, to this day, nobody has made the finger guns. This is close. We got a hand cannon, but no finger guns yet. This is the closest. Like I think it could be really good. Hell, it could be dual wield. It could look like a dual wield. I don't know how that would work out though. Boom 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 boom. But that's one that I like. It's so in the flavor of the game. I was shocked that it wasn't in the base game. I was like, they're gonna add that in one of the updates. They're gonna add that. They've never added finger guns. And then they, like, you know what, like, they'd have to make a little snap sound, right? Like either on the fire or the reload. Hell, like at this point, it's basically just like make it a freaking Cuphead gun, you know? Make it the finger from just of Cuphead or Mugman. Womp 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 womp. This is slick. Look at all this cool modded stuff we got today. I'm really digging it. I'm really feeling it. Oh, ruin the game. Oh god, it's so good. So good. Why is everything getting buffed because of... Is there a buffer boy, or is this something to do with the mimic gun? But yeah, like a little snap would be so good there. Oh boy. On the finger guns. Whoop, 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 whoop. Finger guns, nice. Where are you? This is obviously, yes, this is Pac-Man. Pac-Mom. Yep. Okay, evil ghosts. 3, 2, 1, bye. This is a nice, strong gun. Yes, we got the... We have a... Wait. We have a huge damage up. We have a huge damage up. Every time we reload, our stats are changing. Weird. Oh my god. 3 damage? What? 3 damage? What on earth? Okay, I have no idea if this gun is good or if it's just because we're unbelievably busted from that chamber. We're like one-shotting everything. What the hell, man? Did I bug it out by dropping it and picking it up? Did I accidentally make it even stronger than it already was? I might've. Doot. Bow, 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 bow. We're definitely hitting that boss damage cap. We might as well just... Yeah, we're hitting that. We're hitting that boss damage cap big time. Big, large time. Might as well use literally anything. Ah. Oh! My God. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. We really don't need to full clear. We're one room away. We'll do it for honor's sake. For honor. You honor me. Doot, doot, doot. Trying to get that little beam. Such a cool visual, that little effect that when it starts up, that sprun effect. I know it's in the base game when you are starting to get the wind gunner, or is that what it's? Yeah, wind gunner. I always want to say wind jammer, but that's a video game. That's a video game. This isn't a video game. This is life. This is Gungeon. This is life. Oh boy. Has anybody ever dreamed about a video game? Comments down below. If you did, what was the dream? Like I've had a couple dreams where it's like actually entered real life too much. Like when I was a kid, I had a dream about Soul Calibur 2, and I didn't have it yet. And I said that sixth year chamber. I said that I needed the game because otherwise, I don't know what it was, but I was like, it came to me in a dream. All right, just thematically, this sounds funny. I need to see. I mean, screw everything else. That's hilarious. Let me just water my crops. God, this is such a good idea for an item. It's just such a simple concept, changing the bullets to another one, but it's so cool. But anyway, yeah, I dreamed about Soul Calibur 2, and I was like, I had a dream about the characters fighting, and it's a sign. I need it fought for me. But I had that, and then more recently, when I was playing a lot of Demon Crawl, I was seeing Minesweeper patterns in my brain whenever I was legitimately seeing them whenever I closed my eyes or processing them. Not talking about that whole Twitter thing from earlier in the year with the no. Oh, I don't even want to get into it, man. The whole like thing where people are like, I see this when I can actually see this when I close my eyes. I can't actually see this when I close my eyes. We're not even getting into that territory. Oh, cool. This projectile goes on forever. It doesn't stop early like that. See, that's the other thing that's really good here. Oh my God, it's like I bet you there's some guns that this truly just ruins in the best ways. Like, look at, we can cheat up there. Gotta love it. This is just thematically, it's not the best watering can anymore. We'll just leave it at that. Love it. And it do piercing. Doink. Honestly, we can just tab shoot. I wonder what the this would look like with like Storm Charger right now. What do you drop? You do the electric water? Kind of want to try. I want to see. Oh my God. I mean, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Just immediately tap shoot, do all of it. I'm not gonna keep it. I ain't gonna keep it. Whoop. But boy, this is a goof run. I don't like when he cheats. Oh, come on. We're playing for fun, man. We're playing for fun. It's Rainbow Run Day, Monday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is. I don't know. We ain't, like... We're just goofing. We're just goofing. Don't gotta be so serious about it. Like that, it's, you know, it's just okay. Hup. Oh my god. This is a very broken run. See, here's the thing. If I would have just picked up... Like, I don't know what any of the items do. Obviously, this is the one I would pick up of that. Like, we could just drop those other ones and pretend, but, like, I don't know. I'm like... If it's between getting to see modded items and, like, quote-unquote having some kind of honor supporting some series that this isn't, I would rather just see what the modded items are. Like, you know? Like, I feel like we're still in that phase. This isn't like the Paradox streak, you know? This isn't like, are we gonna win or not? I don't really, like, I could win every run if I wanted to at this point. It's not like, it's not something like Binding of Isaac where there's more variance in RNG, so like it's, even if you're a good player, you might get a run that's like so just shockingly bad that you lose. That doesn't really happen past a certain point of skill in Gungeon. It's basically like what it comes to is like, is the player having a terrible day? Like, is the player sleep deprived? Is the player faced with a modded item that literally breaks things? You know, like, are they playing? Like, I got playing the Shade, and like, I'm not gonna just sit and restart with the character over and over. Not for a YouTube video. I would do that for Twitch, but like sitting and just like I don't, when do you call that one? You know, when do you stop for that? So it's just like there's certain things that function better for streams, and there's certain things that, you know, the series just isn't. At least not at this point. I'll let you know when I'll let you know when we're taking it serious from like a streak standpoint. But let me tell you, it wouldn't be on a rainbow run. That's for sure. So if you see a rainbow run, that's a good marker that we're probably not going to be taking things seriously. Oh, we got the finger gun. Like, if I wanted to take it seriously, yeah, I would probably ditch the finger gun, ditch the mimic gun. But I just want to see what all these cool new things do, and honestly, I'm very happy that I did, because we found some really cool stuff today that I just would not have seen. I feel like I gotta be tap shooting. What's our damage at? 4.8. What on earth? What is happening? What is happening there? Womp. Womp. Womp 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 womp. All right. Oh boy. I think we probably would have done it without the blank. I just don't really like to chance it. I never find secret rooms on this floor because I really like to I like to cheese up the dragon with blanks just for that extra little tiny bit of damage to one cycle, even though it really just does not matter. Doink, doink. Doink, 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 doink. I know we shouldn't do this. I know we shouldn't do it. But yeah, there's more variance in like a Binding of Isaac, Slay the Spire, which from like a streak viewing perspective on YouTube, it would be like, I think that RNG is more exciting. For a streak playing on YouTube and stuff, it's maybe not more exciting because you're like, oh man, like, oh god, like the best players in Binding of Isaac, the people who have like the biggest streak. What run would it have to be to take them out? It would have to be one that's just like not fun to play. D6. What does the D6 in this do again? Is it randomizes your gun? Reroll is currently held gun. Okay. So, like, for example, yeah, this is just for science. Also, can we reroll this? Can't reroll the starter. For science, I'll give myself the other one. Does it? And it has, oh, okay. And it has full ammo and everything. And then it can recharge. I think that might be good. Makes us not have to care about ammo as much. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So let's drop this D6. And reroll. I guess we'll reroll the laser rifle. We had our fun with it. Hey, I'll take the proton backpack. I mean, oh my god. Could you imagine if the the first thing that would break with a flat damage per bullet would be beam weapons. Immediately breaks. Oh. Didn't even realize what was going on there. What is... oh, the fire rate! Look at our fire rate. What the hell? Oh, boy. Okay, I didn't even process that part. Well, I'll re-roll that. That's for sure. That's why it was doing so much damage, but that's also why it's really not very good, because it's just ran out of ammo literally like immediately. Yep, up, 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 up. Yep, up, 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 up. Nope. Game had to think about it for a while there. Game had to think about it for a while there again. But yeah, like, I don't know. There's certain items in Isaac that are just, like, just not fun to have. And, like, if you do an eat-in streak, for example, you might get them. And you're just like, oh, great. Now I gotta do a whole run with this. Oh, our accuracy is super down too, though. Okay, does Fireball... I mean, who knows if it keeps the same property. It doesn't look like it does the Disintegrate. This is fun to just be That's fun. This is fun to be just cycling through different guns, seeing how they interact with the flames. And I can just not care as much about the ammo capacity of them because I can just keep on ditching them. Whoop. Keep on ditching them. Keep on ditching them. Ditch them on. Ditch them all, monsters. Everybody started to watch the Neon Abyss series. That's definitely been out for a little bit now. Once again, barring some major disaster. That is a very fun game. I honestly think that it is probably going to become one of the new big ones, like for roguelites. I think it has the potential. It's got just so much polish. So much polish. There's like a few things I change here and there from like a simple traversal and balance perspective. Or not balance perspective, traversal and I don't know, and even that I can't say for sure because there's other characters that I don't have yet. As far as just, it's seriously, I've talked about it before, but it's like an exit the Gungeon, just to talk in terms that you are more likely to know, since this is Gungeon. It's like an exit the Gungeon if it was a more full-fledged roguelike and not an arcade shooter. Is there a monster boy down here? There is. Like, you actually traverse through a whole dungeon. There's, items you pick up. There's guns you pick up. The guns are, like, on par with Gungeon in wackiness, for sure. They got that wacko factor. Hello? God, this room is so large and long. Hello? Hello, there you are. I think I'll re-roll the mimic gun, right? Should have filled up the star pew. I don't know why. Just seeing the fire come out of the thing that makes the water just made me smile. It just made me do a giggle. Do a big giggle inside. There's just something satisfying about it. It's like all those images online when they're like household objects, but they're changed ever so slightly to be unusable. There's just something funny about it. I'm gonna reroll that. I know we have ammo in it, but it's okay. Beastly pistol. I do want to turn this off to see what it do. It's just cool. It's hard to really gauge what any gun is actually like right now. There's too much changed. It's too wacky. The wacky factor is off the charts, reaching dangerous levels of wacky today. We're at 7.5 damage. What's happening? How does this work? And does it even? It's like... Is it just because it's taking my accuracy? Is that... It's like, I don't know, it's slowly going up and up and up and up and up. To... Oh boy, to a hilarious degree. Alright, what was that? Ammo with this, and now we're not. Heck. I just want to see a new one. Oh! Alright, we got it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Just to try. It knocks me back. Oh my god. Oh, it messes up the camera. Oh god. This is a meme weapon. It is a very large meme of a weapon. Kind of like it better with this, because then we don't have to worry about the boom that messes up the screen. It's actually stronger, I'd say. For the sake of science, again. It comes out of like the side. It makes sense. It makes sense. That it's not. I know that it's probably hard to make it actually come out of the top there. What? What with the damage increase? We broke the damage cap. We totally broke the damage cap. We blasted past it. It is definitely hard to aim this gun since it doesn't come out of where you would assume. Well, it just happened to bounce and hit him, though. Holy crap. This run is so stupid. 8.6 damage. Something is broken on... I can only assume the chamber item. I can only assume that's the thing that was broken, but... Who knows? It could have been anything. Could have been anything. But that is that, and that is going to do it for today. I greatly appreciate any else warriors leave on the series at this point. Please go give some love to the Neon Abyss series. Check out the channel for roguelikes more every single day. And an extra special thank you to Throwbo, Nydeleric, JusticeTom, MoreThanAwesome, Semicolon, P, and Patrica for supporting our Patreon at the Go Team Gungeon tier. Helping me do this full time at a time where I could not otherwise. So thank you, and I will see you next time.